And welcome back to Let's Play the Bureau XCOM Declassified. I think I'm just going to wander around the base and leave it here for tonight.
That's all for
goodbye,
now.
then.
Thank you, sir.
Make it quick. Goodbye.
There are a lot of people out there who need you.
I will.
Don't you worry about that. Metal Gear. Colonel. No, anyway. What's the scouter say about his power levels?
Attention all personnel. Outsider interference continues to scramble all
Okay.
communication efforts. Field teams report rumors of panic alerting in major cities.
How are they gonna know if there's another one around watching them?
Damn. You're right.
I think I'll leave it there at the end of this episode, as I said, I think. But don't tell me they're hiding a sectoid in there. It's corrosive. Woo! Apparently, I never actually heard of sectoids being corrosive. I'm sorry. Maybe it's something of XCOM
Carter, join
lore that everyone knows, but I didn't. What do you want?
I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter.
No?
Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time.
Oh,
I
right,
understand
yeah.
the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation, and I'm about to take another.
You
In
need
case
to
you
trust
forgot,
me.
I was the one who caught the infiltrator.
I'm well aware, and you're going to help us interrogate the
Oh.
captive. But we absolutely cannot afford
Okay.
another breach, especially not now. We can't afford to let any of our information become public.
About the interrogation. What
I've
about
been
it?
wanting to have a talk with that infiltrator.
There's a lot we can learn from him, but right now, there's one piece of info that could help us end the war.
What's that?
Where
Why?
to strike.
Alright, where to strike. Okay. Oh, hello. You're building a flying saucer. It's interesting.
Impressive. But can it win the war?
It can give us a fighting chance.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on him. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name. Or if his kind even have names.
Oh,
But
sounds
we
like you've
have
been
reason
going well
to
then.
believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might
No,
be
we took
closer than
something
you
out.
think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his
Oh,
head.
hello.
We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting.
A very fancy word. What do we know about
How
the
do we know we can
targets?
take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this mosaic thing they talk about?
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
Or hope. What's the
That's
ship
an
capable
impressive
of?
flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications.
Ah, the
Anything
German!
we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
I'll
Well,
see what
I'm
I
ready.
can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
What if we punch other people and beat the crap out of them? Can they then get more captives? If so, then I'm probably going to do a more suicidal attempt to grab people.
Any direction? Like a helicopter?
Yes, if a helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Ah, that makes quite a difference.
It must be really hard to fly then. Just trying to get your mind around what's forward.
Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the threshold! Yes, we really should see when it explodes! Down! Did you see that lift? Wunderbar! Never before have I seen its equal. Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls. Of course, but that is why we do this radio control test beforehand, yeah? There's no way you get me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system. Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems. We might not need one, but I'm the one who's going to be piloting that thing. I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft. Yes, we have a very promising prototype. No, knife.
Deliver immediately and file with a secure envelope. Too many rumours of Project Avenger have been leaked out. I know the team needs to know that we have a positive way of striking back at the enemy, but we cannot afford to risk this knowledge reaching an infiltrator. That does make sense. Oh, okay. So we're not meant to be going this way. Right, sure thing. Thanks for telling me, Mr. Falk, you dick.
It was an experimental project in the Air Force. The alien technology just helps it work better.
But there's no way something like that should fly. It's impossible.
It's time to change our definition of impossible.
So was firing a piece of lead out your hand at more than 200 meters per second, but that was done. You know, that was impossible.
Attention all personnel. We have received
They got him here, locked up for interrogation.
One place we know is safe. Just want to get everything operational. They are built for an
Well, to be fair, if they're going to interrogate one of them, where else could they go?
Attention all personnel. We have received confirmation of an outsider attack on Seattle. The details of the attack remain sparse. We will provide more information as it becomes available. End report.
Sure thing. Are we meant to be going this way?
You're gonna have a word with you-know-who. Give him a shiner for me, will ya?
Shiner? Are you talking about Dr. Heinrich? If so, then why am I going to give him a shiner? Oh, hello. This base is much bigger than I...
Calm yourself, Doctor. Your rationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Veer would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests.
Sorry, that's quite funny, I think. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Autopsy report of the Outsider Commander. Leaders of the Outsider's forces. The Commanders exhibits some physique of other Outsiders. Same physique as other Outsiders, but significantly more complex neural implants, as well as much more advanced equipment. Personnel shielding is more common, and many other tactical abilities may be available to these dangerous enemies. Agents are advised to make commanders a top priority in any engagement. Commanders do not exhibit the same poor living conditions as their subordinate grunts. Nutrition is plentiful, physical trauma is minimal, and many commanders carry personal effects into battle. These often appear to be devotional items, perhaps. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Perhaps involved in religious ceremonies centered around their origin. The The precise details of the origin are still being examined by Dr. Veer, but it is believed to be the communication network utilized by the Outsiders' neural implants.
Down here is what we call the workshop.
Oh, crap.
It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
That's brilliant. No,
Sorry about that.
I don't know about all that. It's just a minor change. You would have done it yourself. In time. Maybe, but you're the one who did it today. If I'm not careful, you'll be replacing me as head of this project. And take away your prized work? Anyway, what was it you wanted to show me? What? Oh, it's these new transmissions that we've been receiving. Dr. Rossi believes they may be extraterrestrial in origin. Take a look. Extraterrestrial transmissions? You don't say. Think of it. Intelligent life on other worlds. A culture more advanced than ours, reaching across the void to welcome us to the Brotherhood of the Stars. Alan, you're making some rather dangerous assumptions. Oh, I know it could be nothing. Some Soviet trick, perhaps. But think, Lawrence. If it really is from another planet, why, someday our Vengate project could bridge our worlds. Yes, I suppose that could be possible. Well, this could be the start of a new chapter in human history.
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Anyway, Sectopod, the salvage report, Sectopod, oh god no. While not a living alien species, the Sectopod poses a new danger. Standing 20 foot tall, this heavily armoured fighting robot is equipped with heavy weapons atop multiple all-terrain legs. It can be used as impromptu melee weapons. And can be used as impromptu melee weapons. Sectopods are controlled by a living sectoid encased and sustained within the armour. These pilots are unable to leave the sectopod. In many cases, their containment tanks are welded shut, and may actually be a carefully bred subspecies developed solely for this purpose. The pilot's loyalty would have to be unquestionable, and while they do not wear the slave collars of their brethren, they bear significantly more intensive neural implants. Okay.
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try. The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy.
Okay. Thanks for telling me, I guess. Kinda saw that in the trailer. Salvage report. Gunship. The gunship we face was only one of the countless number of Outsiders' multi-purpose assault ships, but it has provided us with an excellent array of technological materials for study. And the combined thrust and gravimetric propulsion systems, the Elerium transfer power source, and assorted environmental control systems should be especially useful if we are to take the fight to the enemy. More generally, we find that while the enemy gunships are very sturdily built for war, they also bear evidence of heavy usage, with only minimal repairs in some cases. Unnecessary systems, luxury and entertainment suites, have been cannibalized and used for more pressing repairs, weapons and propulsion, suggesting the Outsiders have been running low on supplies in the course of their extended conquests. This may explain the urgency of their attack on Earth. Huh. Also, what are you standing on? I'm a bit wary of that. Don't tell me we're going to fly later. Was this you there?
As you may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. But so far our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William.
I guess it's not corrosive then.
Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
All in a day's work, Doc.
Modest as well. You're just a grab bag of admirable qualities, aren't you, Agent? I only hope I prove to be worth your efforts.
I've got questions.
I'll tell you what would make it worth it. A little clarity.
'Cause it was basically
I'm
up
hoping you
to
can
me.
help me understand a few things.
By all means. What is it you'd like to discuss?
Tell me about Lawrence.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. But that's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous...
Sorry, I love it.
The question is,
It's quite
traitors
funny.
to whom?
Oh,
Provided
thank
us
you.
with
Well, it's
invaluable
no sweat,
information.
it's okay. Did you know, by the way, that your assistant was an agent? No, honestly, I didn't. Well, liars! Whoa, okay. Carter,
Your
you're taking
assistant
that bit too
mentioned something
quickly.
called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our worlds, and it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however.
I'm sure it's
it
a
does seem to be
psychological
accessible
disorder.
via physical technology.
What do you know
People
about
we saw back
sleepwalkers?
there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest,
That
I
us.
haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness, my students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends, more students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Folk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shot my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk,
Yes, the
recognized
walls.
their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Sorry, I had to make that joke. Anything concrete? Yes, the walls.
How are we looking?
Fire ready.
Carter, we could use an agent's opinion on the graviton nullification. Could you press that button?
Whoa, whoa! Oh, get me down!
Looks like it works on biological subjects. Let's switch that to a gradual reintroduction of normal gravity.
Nope. It's not.
So, agents are using this to immobilize targets in the field?
Among other
Whoa,
things,
whoa,
it's been a big
whoa,
help
get
in
me down!
construction, too.
Seems like it'd be a revolution for aircraft, too.
Oh, you haven't heard about other project, have you?
What are you talking about? Whoa!
No.
Oh, get me down!
I'm sorry, I'm just playing around here. Anyway, see ya.
Whoa! Oh, get me
Can we go in? No, of course not. Biohazard, authorized personnel only. And we can't play around with the turret much more. Only thing I'm assuming. Unless, nah, we can't. Oh, yeah, we already read that. Stop playing around. Just hang out.
Whoa, whoa, get me down!
Sorry I have to leave you hanging. Oh no.
The infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
Yeah, I need to go and talk to this person first. Also, what the hell are they doing to these guys? Sectoids? Sectoid.
I think I would like that, Mr. Falk. I think I would like that very much. You are Dr. Heinrich Dressner, correct? Yeah, Mr. Falk. And do you understand why I am interviewing you today? Officially or unofficially? None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away. And yet, here we both are. Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we? You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stolen's. What reason
Stolen's?
is that? I do not like their cold winters. Personally. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations.
The Nazis.
To say, what was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it. You could have left. At that time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party. So you supported the alternative? Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr.
He fell
Falk.
too deep and
I understand
ended
physics,
up buried.
fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man. We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
Which is all he wanted to do in the first place. He was just born in the wrong place. Outside our biological examination, sorry, Mr. Dreisner, or Dreisner, there are findings of the fellow outsider biopsies. I shall call out a few more interesting findings and find more useful for your own research. 1. The outsider's biology is very largely similar to our own. Carbon-based, bipedal, vertebrate, all that. They appear to eat, crap, breathe, bleed, and die like us. Anyway, many appear to have minor modifications in their circulatory and nervous and respiratory and muscular systems. Many appear to have synaptic additions, and implantation methods is far too thorough and precise for any surgery we've seen. On death, these modifications overheat rapidly, consuming themselves and their host. Careful surgery can prevent this, but it's very difficult and dangerous. Surgeon Kirk Hope received several blisters on his fingers. Scalpel hand. Thank you very much. I trust this is enough information for you to work with, and my staff can return to treating injured humans and studying afflicted sleepwalkers. If you have more data, you are cordially invited to perform your own goddamn research. Dr. Jeff Hara. Jeff Hara. Right, so it wasn't actually the German.
What did you want to talk about?
Yes, we've had a bit of a mishap, William.
Ah, great.
Have we?
As you know, our most pressing goal is to develop a test to determine the humanity of our personnel, if you
Ja.
will. We've had a breakthrough,
Ja?
discovering a signal which causes the Zillicoids to become quite agitated. But as you can see...
Your test subjects escaped?
Indeed. Perhaps the signal agitated them a bit too much.
Really?
Why haven't we been put on alert?
With our current tension, can you imagine how people would panic? I'd rather we keep this little incident between ourselves, William.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The Zillicoids are likely to be hiding in the ventilation or other subsystems. Their distinctive trail should make it easy for you to track them and destroy them. Good hunting.
Really? Don't... you dafty. Alright. What have you been doing, you mad frickin' scientist?
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. He rescued me up from outside Louisville.
Welcome
Brought up
aboard.
to speed.
Yes, sir. Prisoner is secure, mostly docile, and Falk has things in hand. I'd say it's going pretty
Can we
well.
ask him the dog question?
It's a little early to say it's going well.
Sir, it's been a month and a half, and we've gotten back on our feet after the surprise attack. I'd say
don't
that
ever
counts
say
for
that.
something.
You're not wrong, but I got a feeling it'll get worse before it gets better.
And I'm glad I'm here, where I can make a difference.
About the prisoner.
How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained.
Okay.
Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
Do you trust Falk?
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
Good, because it may actually cost you. How were you rescued
You
anyway?
said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering
Grab
something
any gold
from
bars?
high-value storage. And I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
But can you bark like a dog? Can you bark? Bastard. Anyway, can I get past you, please? I want to look behind this guy. Looks very bizarre. I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your
Are you
superior
Gan?
technology while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior.
Sorry.
Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
Where's
We're
the
gonna pay a
Zujari?
visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion. Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about
I
that.
will destroy you!
You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Our whitecoats say there's been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, we are... I am alone. Unsure. Impure of thought.
What
So
exactly
basically it's
is
hide me?
Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast, a network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
Oh, it's the Borg.
That's how you receive your orders.
Our orders, our faith. Mosaic delivers truth, or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
What do you mean?
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me, and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen, I'm fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so
Let me
many.
guess, it's an idea.
As it did mine.
Fine. Tell them where we are.
This is a foolish decision. Mosaic will know our location immediately. Origin will see that you all die.
They'll come finish off XCOM, you'll return a hero. Go on. Join the inevitable.
No, I cannot go back.
Oh?
Not anymore.
Really? Hey.
Then help us fight it. If we win, we can find a way to help the rest of your people.
Very well, William Carter. You win. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures.
Dr. Weir should be able to make sense of that.
I hope for your sake he does. But such a device can be acquired only from one of our ships, which can be found at one of our docking stations near a Ven gate. It would not be possible to replicate it with human technology.
Thank you. We won't forget your help.
Okay. Interesting. I was wondering if there was going to be like some need
Nice
to use
work in
force,
there,
but
Carter.
thankfully.
I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question?
Yeah.
He's waiting for you in ops.
You're welcome.
Sir,
Daphne's gonna be
we
questioning
demand to have
anything.
access to the outsider. We have vital questions that demand answers.
Yes, what's with all this archaic interrogation? Why isn't that thing under a microscope all day, every day?
Gentlemen,
Because it's a person.
please. We're still questioning him. I'm sure he'll be handed over to you when we've learned all we can.
And maybe I should let the door close.
Yes, we don't want him injured before the vivisection.
Let's ignore the fact that the door is wide bloody open. Daft. Ugh, idiots. Wait a minute, is he still hanging? Yes, he is! Oh, Mr. Fly Guy, they just can't be bothered turning him off. Oh, that's great. Anyway, let's get out of here. Autopsy of the Muton. Whoa! Weighing over 1/4 of a ton, these walking tanks are either produced from extreme physical mutagens or countless generations of eugenic breeding. Dubbed mutons, these devastating enemies are heavily armoured and equipped with scatter lasers. Agents are advised to keep their distance and focus fire on a single target to penetrate the creature's defences. Mutons' impressive physiology is further augmented by an array of implants. But these do not include the same neural relays found in the Outsiders. With neither the hierarchical communication of the Outsiders nor the coerced submission of the sectoids, it appears that mutons are engaged as engaged as mercenaries in the enemy's forces. Well, we'll just say enlisted as enemies in the enemy, and as listed as mercenaries in the enemy's forces. But without an understanding of their payment and motives, humanity has little choice of being able to employ these powerful forces or sway their loyalty. Chance, even, not choice, but words.
Just a sec, Carter. You know the drill.
Yeah, just open the freaking door. Open it! Open it!
What the hell?
What?
There's something in there.
Oh, hello.
Get it, Carter. Quick thinking, Carter. I'll start a flush of the whole decontamination system now. Carter.
Looks like I found the first of Heinrich's blobs.
Coming through again, Carter?
No.
You ever think of just installing a turnstile? Maybe charging a toll?
Sure. But what would I do with the money?
Anyway, let's go back through it. Didn't mean to do that. Try and find the other one, wherever that would be. Maybe it's up here somewhere? There. Open, 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 please. Thank you. So.
They say these people's eyes are black. Just solid black. Are you serious? Why? What's wrong with them? I don't know, but they keep saying the same thing over and over.
Music.
What the hell?
Attention all personnel. We have multiple reports coming in of a widespread outsider assault across the Champaign-Urbana area. Damage is unknown, believed to be severe. We will relay further information as it becomes available. End report.
They all want some crazy ray gun. Carter, what's this I hear about people sleepwalking through cities?
We're still figuring that out, I
as
guess.
good as mine. Whatever the outsiders
Maybe
did
a
to them, we
radio
don't know how
signal
to
of some
fix
sort.
it.
Sounds like a friend I knew back in the service. Mine just snapped.
At least they're alive.
As long as we still got people working on a cure, there's still a chance for them.
Oh, right you are. Although if they can't remember it after they recover, that'd probably be a mercy.
Of course. What happened to your friend,
Tell
anyway?
me more about that friend in the service. Anything like the sleepwalkers?
Well, I can't say it was too similar. I mean, poor old Ken didn't have black gunk all over his eyes to start.
Yeah.
But the things he saw when we were in the Great War.
Terrible things happen during war.
Anyway,
There's
he
a
never got
second
over
Great
the
War or
shock.
the first one?
And Myron and I never got over what happened to him.
Well, if he's still alive,
I
I'm
just
assuming
hope
it's
we
the
can do
second
more
one.
for those sleepwalkers.
Because people actually were
You've
shot
known the
in the
old
First
man
World
for a
War
while.
for
Has he always
desertion
been this paranoid?
and
No,
for
not at all.
shell
In
shock.
fact, I remember when he used to be a naive new recruit.
What happened to him?
Well, it's not hardly my place to tell his life story. But let's just say that sort of attitude doesn't last after the third time a refugee pulls a gun on you.
But yeah, whenever soldiers or anything had shell shock, they just called it cowardness and shot the person right there on the field.
How are our food and water supplies?
We should be able to hold off for another month, maybe more with tighter rationing.
Anyway, I see you
That's
later.
enough prying for now.
Anytime.
So, armory.
Have you heard about what they got down there in the big hangar?
No, and neither have you.
Huh? But one of the maintenance techs told me...
Nothing. Nobody told you a damn thing. Trust me on this.
You're an idiot, aren't you? You must be an idiot. Oh yeah, there's some top secret project. What will I do? I'll actually talk about it, you daft... guys? Here's your way of telling me you want... What the hell are you doing?
Gray spotted!
They got bloody brutal. Hell of a mean this.
That's the last of them.
Security screening questions. Friday, November the 2nd, 1962. To all secret agents. Today's security questions for infiltrator screenings and suspicious response guidelines. Please recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Obviously, this should be easy for any red-blooded American. Be sure to watch for unusual cadence, which may indicate unfamiliarity with the pledge or signs of discomfort in the phrase, under God. Remember, your vigilance means the safety of the base and their entire species. When in doubt, take no chances. Shoot them in the face, and don't ask questions. I'm wondering if maybe one of them's in here, actually. What the hell?
Area secure.
I'm wondering that... I'll leave it at this one. Actually, I'm curious. What if I just hit that and then leave? Does it just die? Activate it. Yeah, it just dies. Oh, anyway. That's quite interesting, I think.
The machines were growing. Like freaking mold.
Ah, what do you know about it? You weren't even there.
I know people. I got knowledge.
You got shit for brains is what you got.
But he is right. Anyway. Infiltrator testing procedures. All personnel, as the tragic events of Nil's demise have taught us, we must be eternally vigilant against infiltration from outsider menace. Physical screening can prevent cloaking infiltrators, but we must be wary of other forms of infiltration, particularly by sympathizers or double agents. Until such times as we can determine a scientific test to reveal the enemies among us, we have developed a functional identification test. On entrance to the base from any firm external trip or assignment, all personnel are required to go through a screening attended by no fewer than 2 guards. These guards will ask one of a series of screening tests rotated daily. Any subject who gives what is considered a suspicious response will be held for further questioning. Security agents will be given the question guidelines depicting the constituencies a suspicious answer, or what constitutes as a suspicious answer on a daily basis. We thank you for your vigilance and your assistance. We will persevere. We shall persevere, even. We will persevere.
How do we know we don't have more of them in here?
If there was another one, don't you think he would have tried to help his friend bust out?
Maybe not. If it were me, I'd stay hidden. Let everyone think they're safe.
Yeah, that is what you do.
I have no idea where I'm wandering around here. To whom it may concern. I know we're all dealing with a lot right now, from weeks of living underground and the threat of extinction of the human race, but if I find the person who keeps drinking all my personal stock, I'll turn you as innocent infiltrator and see you in front of the firing line. Go ahead, test me, Edmund. Sorry, but that's funny.
How could somebody leave a mess like that?
Like what? Also, there's vents.
Whoa, Carter. Have a little decency, would you? What the hell's happening in there? Hope you washed your hands at least.
Oh, it's gone up there, hasn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, hello! I think I found what it's going to be.
Holy Jesus, get that thing out of here!
Also, why did I change to my shotgun?
Oh, come on, Carter! Get it!
Yeah, the shotgun's a lot more accurate than the SMG, but the seems there. And a lot more powerful. Also, they seem to be multiplying. So much for just 2. Oh, hello.
And here I thought I had a nice, quiet desk job.
Yeah. Anyway, let's read the note then, get out of here. Security screening question, Sunday, November the 11th, 1962. To all security agents, today's security question for infiltrator screening and suspicious response guidelines. Where were you when President Johnson was assassinated? Obviously, this is a trick question. The outsiders are passively aware of our recent history, but appear to be bad at distinguishing between specific human names. Well, yeah, probably. Remember, your vigilance means the safety of the base and our entire species. When in doubt, take no chances. Director Falk. Yeah, I don't think it's over. There's too much squirming. Just curious. No, you're impervious. He's impervious to bullets. Lock in. So, get out of here, I guess. We'll talk to Dr. Heinrich about his crazy German scientist ways. Give me a moment, I'll go over there and then I'll come. Anyway, now I'm thinking about it just in case there's anything funny. No? Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Fine then. Let's get moving on. And I'll see you when we talk to Heinrich. Here we go, talking to
That's
Heinrich
all
now.
three of them, Doctor.
Dankeschön, William. With
Dankeschön.
your aid, we will soon be able to uncover any remaining
There was more than
infiltrators.
3, but never
I
mind.
hope you're more careful in the future, Doctor.
Yes, yes, of course. And for your discretion, perhaps this will be of use to you.
Ooh, what have you got for me? What have you got for me? What do you get for me? Unlock dispatch mission, nanotechnology in Bow, New Hampshire. Return to the ops and dispatch agents to find the missing silicoids. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll see you when we get back to the Falk and his men. Oh, people are talking about us.
I'm afraid to ask.
He just went, there's Carter. He got the alien to talk. Then how do you do that? And that's, you know, just thought I'd say.
Reports that the outsiders have made.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. I'm talking to her.
Back from the interrogation? How did it go?
Receive confirmation. End report.
No trouble.
He was easy to handle. Now we've got our own little stool pigeon.
Then let's use him while we can. And before the lab tries to cut him up to see how he works.
What's your
Are you
target?
tracking Axis?
Not tracking him directly, but if I find the target, I think it'll lead to Axis.
That's cryptic.
Anyone could be listening.
Oh, yes.
Is Falk getting too...
Well now, that
Depends on what.
whether or not Falk's listening.
You
Okay.
get the report from...
Yeah,
That's why they didn't...
he didn't tell us much.
He told us enough to...
With any luck, the old man...
Yeah, pretty much
I'm
just
going
the
to
same.
get some answers.
Good luck.
Well, let's go and talk to Mr. Falk, or Director Falk. As I'll put it, Colonel.
Carter, good work in there. I'm honestly surprised you kept your cool.
Just doing my job, I
Wasn't my
guess.
first interrogation.
It shows. Having a defector on our side could make a big difference.
And who knows? Someday, they might be great allies.
Let's just focus on making it through this war. Now, I've been discussing the information you extracted with Dr. Weir.
Any clue where we can find one of those interdimensional things?
The doctor calls it a phase plotter. And we know there's an outsider docking tower near a town called Vida Buena in New Mexico. De Silva's team reported it when they were investigating sleepwalkers in the area.
Okay. This sounds good
Sounds like
informative,
our
I
new
guess.
defector might be the key to getting into the tower.
I wouldn't trust letting him into the field yet. His mind is still fragile.
Well, yeah,
He's not
true, I
ready to
guess.
fight against his own.
Any other ideas for how to get in?
As it turns out, De Silva's team attempted to infiltrate the structure. But the last report from them was 2 days ago.
What the hell, Falk? De Silva goes missing and you're just telling me now?
Calm down, Carter. We have reason to believe that he's still alive. But he's deep in enemy territory and unable to broadcast. Link up with him and his team.
Why do you
and
have
we
a
will
feeling he's
all
still alive,
escort
then?
Dr. Weir through the command tower and secure the phase plotter.
Do you think we can
You think
trust
we
the
can trust the
infiltrator?
outsider?
He seemed pretty shaken up. If we learned anything from your encounter with this Lawrence, it's that the real problem is their mosaic.
You think they'll all just switch off when we take out Mosaic?
I wouldn't bet on it. But as it seems to be their communications network, destroying it would give us a serious edge.
Can't ask for much more than that.
What's the Silva's mission
What's
anyway?
the Silva doing up there anyway?
He was assigned to gather intel on the Outsiders' gates for Dr. Weir's benefit.
And now we're going there to get one of these gadgets. What aren't you telling me about this place?
Vida Buena is an outsider transport hub. Ships coming and going from one of those gates, 24 hours a day.
So the best chance we have of getting a phase plotter
is a place swarming with enemies. Yes.
That sounds brilliant. Anyway, wait a minute. The Silva went away before I interrogated the guy, so how did he know what to get? Anyway, didn't I just pull Weir out of an enemy
Why are we putting
energy?
the doctor back in danger?
Weir is the only one who understands how the enemy gates work. He's the only one with any insight into how their systems might operate.
And no time to train a field specialist, right?
Precisely. Keep Dr. Weir safe. He's far too valuable to lose.
Of course.
All
Fair
right,
enough, thanks.
That's all I need.
I'll have Senior Ops inform Dr. Weir that you're ready to go. Carter.
Yes, sir?
Good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we'll immediately do in that mission. I think there's other missions we can do in the meantime. But, yeah. But this is the UFO. Director, this is the prototype I mentioned. So nothing else? Yeah, it seems like nothing else. Just make sure you don't shoot people in the foot when they're exiting. And we'll just come down here, I guess. Let's have a look at the... Yeah. Okay, sure. We'll have a look at this, so. Curiosity, but is this finished yet? No, it's not. Oh, we've already got... Oh, no, we've not. That's reduces damage. Right, yeah. Oh, what is this one? Alright, okay. First off, let's get news from the fronts. Terror... Rumbles of terrors. Ah, no, we got that already. And... Global tensions. Yeah, we got that. And trouble in the streets. Yeah, we got all these, I believe. Emergency state, yeah. Okay, well, in the next episode, I guess we'll probably do some minor missions, because I'm assuming the major mission doesn't time out. I would rather do all the minor missions than get moving on from there. So, until next time, all the best, and I hope you enjoyed, and I think I'll go to bed, so I can maybe speak the next time I do this. Anyway, yeah, until then.